I am Kimbo with the Girl in a Glue Gun, and I'm coming live from my garage.
My garage.
Carl's garage. My husband's, I've made him come and help me. He's setting up for me. His name is Carl with a K, but his nickname is Captain Inappropriate because he's inappropriate. He's inappropriate. So I've kind of given him a little lecture on keeping it, you know, PG-ish. So hopefully he listens. I'm kind of nervous to have him out here if you want to know the whole truth. But I'm showing you guys how to make these cool wood frames, and it's a lot easier to have someone hold the camera instead of trying to, you know, cut wood. Well, I'd probably get a lot of good views if I chopped my finger off or nailed it, but okay, so let me show you what we're working on. We are making these really fun wood frames. So I posted about them, it's been a good year. I made one for 4th of July last year, and nobody even really cared. It's not connecting. Okay, sorry, it looks like we're cutting out. So no one really even cared what I made. They just wanted to know how to make the frames. So I put together this tutorial. It's like step by step. I took pictures at Home Depot of the kind of wood I bought. So I'll link that up after I get done talking. But I just wanted to show you guys, this is what we're making. Look how fun they are. So let's talk wood real fast. So you can use all different kinds of wood. So if you notice, this one is 3. There's 3 slats there. This one back here is 3 slats, but it's bigger. They're the bigger slats. This one, it's the 13 Articles of Faith. That one is just one big solid piece of wood. The one back here is only 2. And then this Joy one is 4 slats. You can see that. So it kind of just depends on how big you want it and what the look you're going for. So I usually, this is my wood pile that my husband hates because I clutter up his garage. But this one's the one I use a lot. I use this one. So it kind of just totally depends. And then there's this smaller size. So I just buy them in bulk. They're really cheap. I think we did the math, and I think the frames come out to about $2.50 a piece, around there. And I mean, it just depends on how big. The bigger you go, the more expensive that they're going to be. But and then you also need to buy, these are the frames. They're just these really small, I think they're 8 feet. Is that 8 feet, Carl? Sure, it's about 8 feet, and they're like these are $1. So these are really cheap. They're on like the end caps at Home Depot. And once again, like I said, I have pictures of that. So those are the pieces of wood that we're going to be using. And you just cut, so just depending on what you're doing, you're going to cut the wood to size and then frame the thing around. So let me show you some examples. So this one is vinyl, and it has, this is foam from Floracraft. And last video I showed you my love for heat transfer vinyl, so you'll see a couple more vinyl things. And so this one, we had a picture, and then those are just paper flowers I cut out with my Silhouette. So that one I knew I wanted to be, this is the standard size that I usually make. I can't even tell you how big that is. I think it's maybe 14 inches. I think they're about 11 by 14 is kind of what I go for. This one is the one I just made for Mother's Day. I traced my daughter's handwriting. What did you say? I traced my daughter's handwriting, and then I painted these. They're just wood flowers from Michaels, and then that's just vinyl. So it's vinyl that I use as a stencil and painted over it. So, so this one I just painted back. I painted some stripes. So this one had to be size specific. Hey, I don't want the compressor to go off. So don't.
It's gonna go off.
Well, just try not to shoot too many. That's all I'm saying. Don't. Ugh, go away. Okay. This one back here is a Christmas one, and it's foam that I wrapped in fabric and hot glued, and then this is a Floracraft snowflake that I just covered in glitter. It's really fun. So, and this stain, I was going to tell you the name of the stain that I like to use is called, I think it's called Jacobean, Jacobean. I really like it. It's deep and dark and pretty. So that's basically what I use for all of these. I thought it'd be fun to do a cute clip, and then you could kind of interchange what you wanted to. You know, you can take out and add whatever picture you want. Let me think of what other ones I've done. Oh, I did a fun chalkboard one. So I threw this one up on Instagram if you follow me over there. I did a fun chalkboard one. And so it's chalkboard paint, and then I put notes above the top of it, and then they could just write whatever fun quote they wanted to. We gave that to one of my daughter's friends for her birthday. So this is the ones that I have left over. And I have a couple more holiday ones, but I didn't bring up all my holiday ones. But they're really fun, and what I love about them is that they're super inexpensive. So we give them as gifts to, like, well, my daughter's 12. I'll turn it around. My daughter's 12, and I don't know, 12-year-olds seem to be hard to shop for because they don't really like toys. You can't buy them Legos or Shopkins or whatever's popular at the moment. So I like that because I feel like it's cool. You can put a fun quote in it. We've done cute flower ones. The one that said "Be kind." There was a, you know, the Cinderella quote. I can't remember what it is, but it's about being kind. And then I was gonna say one other one that we did, but I can't remember what it was, but it was really fun. So you can hand paint them as well, like cute floral if you're into that. All right, you wanna come over here and help me? Please. So we're just gonna measure, let's do like a 12-inch one. We measure. Let me give you a play-by-play. He's worked at construction his whole life, so if he messes this up, I need 2 of those, by the way. Just measure after. I don't know. You're walking away. So when you're looking for wood, the most important thing is to make sure that it's flat. So like if you lay it down on the floor, it's not bending, if that makes any sense. The cheap really thin wood right there that I told you that I get for 98 cents. It's really crooked. I mean, there's a reason why it's 98 cents. So you gotta be really picky when it comes to that. So he's gonna chop that up. Good thing he's wearing his sunglasses. Always wear safety goggles, right?
Sure.
I'm too cool for safety goggles. And then let's grab the short piece. I wanted to mention that Home Depot cuts wood as well, so you don't necessarily have to have a chop saw. Is that a chop saw? Yes, it's a chop saw. It's a chop saw. It chops the wood. Chop, chop, chop. It's a chop saw, right?
No.
What is it? It's a chop saw. What's this one?
It's your saw, you tell me.
I know. Is it a jig or a scroll? So this is the one I use.
It's a jigsaw.
It's a jig. I was just saying that. It's this one.
It's a bandsaw.
No, it's not. I'm not that stupid. So sometimes like this one, the chop saw has to go up on the shelf so I can park my car in the garage and shut the garage and act like I'm not home. So I actually use this quite a bit when my husband is too busy to pull that out, which is 98% of the time. All right, so, and then Home Depot also cuts wood. So you don't even have to have a cutter to make these. So I put these 2 together and then I measure. So this side and this side is going to be the same. If you want to do that, let's do that one first.
Huh?
Measure this and cut out
Of this?
Yeah, 2 of those. And I do 2 by 2, and I'll tell you why. It looks like it's 11.
It's under 11,
Well, 11 and that. So when I do this, I don't even use a measuring tape. I lay the wood by it and mark it with a pencil because I want to get it exact, and I can never seem to remember exactly. I've got a motorcycle going by. It's good enough, Carl. So the fun thing about these frames is that they're kind of supposed to look old, which is nice. That means you don't have to fill the holes from the nails, and you know, you can rough it up, and like this one doesn't match up perfectly, and it's kind of okay. I'm okay with that. What I wanted to show you, look, these are purely decorative, these brackets. I just thought they were really fun, so I threw those on there, kind of like an added little thing. You can find those in the section like by the nails and stuff. I can't tell you what they're called, but they're over there. He's measuring out and cutting. We'll see how good of a job he did. I can actually run the chop saw. I got over my fear of it, but it's just a lot easier when he does it instead of me. So here's the first piece he cut. Perfect. And you're going to want to make sure that it's all nice and tight in there. And then we'll need another measuring. You know, stand on a ladder or something. And now when you measure this piece, this is why you do this side, these first, and then you're going to measure from this end to this end. And you're going to make sure that it's, or here's my husband's shoulder. Do you need a measuring tape?
I can just whip something else out and measure it with it.
I'm so sure. B, I hope nobody heard that. You're horrible. Oh, looks like someone's having streaming problems. I've mounted my garage and my router is clear downstairs on the opposite side of the house, so I'm sure my connection's horrible. Now, before I assemble it, I totally like to, because stain's really hard to get into the corners, so I totally assemble, or I paint it, and then I nail it together. But it's kind of a little, someone else has a husband that's perverted like you, so thanks, that made me feel a little bit better. So that's basically what it's going to look like. We're not doing the 90 degree, is it 90 degree angles that make a frame? That's right, right? Yeah, 90 degrees to make it look nice. It's totally too smaller, too bigger. And then we'll nail it together. So like I said, paint. So we decided to do these for a craft night. I decided, I shouldn't say we, because you had no part in this other than you have to cut out 88 frames. So we had 88 frames that we had to do. And it kind of turned into a nightmare because that's a lot of cuts for
me?
For Carl to cut. So it was kind of a huge labor-intensive project. But we didn't assemble them before because we wanted people to stain. And then I sat in the garage the entire craft night nailing them together as people finished them. So I kind of, if you're going to mass produce these and have people decorate them, then maybe it's a little bit better to nail it.
We need to nail it together and then...
Yep. I'm gonna get the nail gun. Where's the nails, or the, I wanted to show them the sizes. You have it right there? So this is the size we use. Those look way too long. Maybe
the
not.
shorter ones.
I think we used the shorter ones last time. You just want to make sure that it's going through. And you could wood glue it first, but you know me, I'm gonna skip steps wherever I can. What size wood is the frame pieces? Like these, we did these, what do we say, 12 inches? But look, you can do whatever size you want, whatever size of project you want. I like to do, this one's the one that I usually do. I think it's like 14 by 12-ish. So it's kind of totally up to you. That's the smaller size. I think either one, I think we've done both, so either one works. Now, when you nail it, it's a little bit tricky because you have to keep, you can't just do one and one because then these turn. Maybe it helps if I do it. So you have to do, in each piece, you're gonna do a nail, a nail, a nail, a nail. And I like to do the sides, whatever side's the shortest, I like to do that one first. And then add the long pieces last. Do you wanna take the camera and I'll do it?
Okay.
Do you wanna watch me staple my finger? Get over right where I was standing. Right over here. I don't need my butt in it, thank you.
What are you doing?
Just trust me. I assembled, what, 88 of these. So this is how I do it. It's probably not how normal people do it. They even come out the back. Flip it over and do the other one. I gotta get. Don't say anything. So I'm gonna show you. Look, if you just do one, then it moves. So that's why you have to do two in each piece.
Better hurry, you only have 10% left.
Woo, my battery's dying. All right, that's basically it. And you'll want to make sure that you pick whatever side looks the best. Who cut this out? This is horrible job. C minus. Domino effect. All right, thank you. Okay, so that's basically how you assemble it. Oh, the frame pieces, like the outside edge. Oh, can you not do that right around me? You're gonna make the air compressor go off. So she wants to know how big these were. So I cut the wood first and then I measure. So these are gonna vary at how big you cut this. So these are gonna match up and then this is gonna overlap. So do this piece and this piece. They're gonna be the same. And then after you cut those out, then you're gonna measure because this has to go to this, from this edge to this edge. So, and then the fun part is you get to fill it with whatever you want. I think I'm gonna make another one. That means don't clean up, I'm gonna make another one. Because I wanna paint a dream catcher in one. Oh, and then I was gonna tell you before my phone dies, I hang them with sawtooth. So if you want it, like this one's hanging on the wall, it's just these sawtooth hangers, you just nail them to the back. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I will put the link to the post with, it has a bunch of fun frame ideas and then all the how-tos. And then let me know if there's anything that you guys want me to make a Facebook Live video about. I know someone mentioned photo transfers onto wood, and I thought that would be really fun for our next video. So, all right, thank you guys for watching. I hope everybody has a very good Friday. Thank you.
Have lots of sex.
Carl, gosh. Bye.